Ow! Hoo hoo! Ouch! You know, that looked like it hurt. You think he's stuck? I think he is, fella. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but is Sin Cara stuck in the ropes over there? Why, fella, he is. Stand back. I'll get him untangled. Well, go right ahead.
Stop right there, Sheamus. My name is John Laurinaitis. I am the Executive Vice President of Talent Relations and the GM of White Intercontinental. No one is kicking Sin Cara. You all will treat me with respect.
Nothing's happening. Give it a second.
And I will... Oh, God!
You know, I may have kicked it a little too hard. Nah, man, that was perfect.
My stage! My fruity pebbles! Ah!
You know, John, you have too many problems. Here, let me make you unprettier. Bazinga! Huh. I thought he'd changed the name of his finisher to the kill switch.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Chase from BurnoutInc, and check this out. This is every single character that you can get in the WWE Elite Collection Best of Pay-Per-View Toys R Us exclusive figures. Yeah, okay, we'll go with that. So, purpose of these figures, they're basically all elites that you have seen before. Some you actually kind of haven't, because I do believe Christian's got a new head scan here. If I'm wrong, you know, go ahead and point it out. But of course we have not seen the White Intercontinental title, which is super awesome. Point of these best of pay-per-view figures that you'll find pretty much exclusively at Toys R Us, they come with a Build-A-Figure. And this one came with Mr. John Laurinaitis. A little outdated since Big Johnny was fired, you know, over a year ago. But it's okay. I like this all the same. It is kind of nice that we do get a John Laurinaitis figure to beat up. And I mean, come on, red, white, and blue suit. That's just awesome. And you can never have too many microphones. So, which figure comes with what piece? Well, here is Sheamus's package, wearing his Bro Kick Hooligans shirt, which is a very cool accessory that he has. This one's from the Money in the Bank, 2012 of course. And he comes with the chest and abdomen. Not the jacket. She just has the abdomen part with the tie and everything. So, let's see, here is Sin Cara. I was kind of waiting a while to get a Sin Cara. I wasn't sure which one to get, and I just figured, you know, seeing as how this is part of the Best of wave, and I wanted to get these figures, I might as well just pick him up too. He comes with the jacket and head of John Laurinaitis. He's from the No Way Out pay-per-view. This is an okay color scheme for Sin Cara. It's much better than the light baby blue with a gold. I mean, that was just ridiculous. Although I would say the white, silver, and gold attire that he wore, that was probably my favorite Sin Cara costume, but this is a close second. And Mr. Fruity Pebble Man himself, John Cena, on here, just looking awkward. As always, just doing his little hand signal. He comes with the arms. It's from Extreme Rules. And by far this is my most disappointing figure in the wave, because this is from Extreme Rules. You would have figured it's from a pay-per-view that features violence and weapons. He would have came with weapons or his Thugonomics chain that he wore, that he wrapped around his fist to hit Brock Lesnar in the face with. But no, he's just a generic John Cena. In fact, it's almost exactly the same as the one we got in the Elite 20. In fact, I don't know why the Elite 20 didn't come with the green t-shirt. That's the only difference. He has the green t-shirt. Like, that's the big selling point of this figure besides the Build-A-Figure piece? Is the green t-shirt? Are you serious? Sorry, that was a bit of a rant. But this is the one everybody wants, including myself. This is Captain Charisma, Christian, from No Way Out. And he comes with the legs. And also, the White Intercontinental title. Sweet. Alright, so, not going to be a true traditional review of all these guys, because, you know, I've already reviewed a Sheamus and a John Cena. Christian has Elite Articulation as well, as does Sin Cara. So we'll just go through it real quick on Christian, and it applies to pretty much everybody. The only real difference is that it's a little bit different on John Cena than anybody else's because of his knee pads, but you already saw that in my last John Cena review. So, you know, Christian's head can go 360, looks up and down really good. He's got an ab crunch, waist articulation, shoulders rotate all the way around, bicep swivel, bends at the elbow pads don't block articulation, and I like these elbow pads, they're cool. Rotates at the wrist pivots, legs can go out, really good. Hip articulation, can swivel, double jointed knees, double jointed knees, can rotate at the boot, and again, same problem I have with a lot of elites. The right foot is extremely tight. It won't move at all. And I'm having the same trouble with the left one. Does ankle rock though, so that of course is a problem with, God, sorry, I did not mean to get this out of frame again. So yeah, his ankle does rock, but again, can't seem to get these things to move without, you know, softening them up or whatever. But it's hit and miss. Some of them out of the package look really good and they move, or sorry, some of them out of the package, they move right away. Other times, you gotta straighten them out. You gotta sort them out, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so, who to review first? Why don't I just start with Big Johnny? Seeing as how he's the reason everybody pays so much for these things, because he's the Build-A-Figure. And really, does this guy need to be $60-something on eBay? I don't think so. I mean, just because he's a Build-A-Figure doesn't mean he has to go for that outrageous price. He's not that great, folks. You can do the Ace Cutter with anybody else. Do the RKO. Do the Diamond Cutter. Who cares? Ace Cutter. No one really cares. Unless, of course, we got a Johnny Ace from New Japan. Or if we got the surfing or the skateboarder. I forget what that gimmick is. I'll just post a little video right there. I think this is a good head scan of John Laurinaitis. Very, very well done. I'd almost say that it would almost pass for a JBL custom if you redid the eyes a little bit. So there's a good idea. See, you know, I don't remember if Big Johnny had an ab crunch in there. I don't think he did. Does have waist articulation, and he's got gaping hole articulation. Or, yeah, I just remembered hearing this term in another video, the gaping crotch articulation that you see in a lot of DC Universe classic characters. See, up in there, you can kind of see that joint. It works good on the suits. On the suited characters, I should say. And then he's got his feet articulation down there, which isn't a whole lot. It does block it a little bit because of the sculpted pant legs. You know, these figures, they'd be really good for customs and making custom GMs or people that wear outfits like this, like FBI characters or whatever. I think it'd be cool if, and I do plan on doing this, I plan on making a Nostalgia Critic and a AVGN custom using these WWE Build-A-Figure parts. So, you know, look out for those sometime in the near future. But yeah. Not much to Johnny, you know, he's just got a white and red suit with a blue tie. Cool thing too, he does have double jointed knees. They look rather interesting, but man, look at that. Who knew this guy was so flexible? And he comes with a microphone. So, if I had to just go ahead and rate this figure, I'd give it a solid 8. It's an 8. And I'm not really saying, you know, oh yeah, it's a great John Laurinaitis figure. It's just a decent figure. It's a decent figure all around. Alright, next we're going to get into Bright Boy. John Cena. Why do I call him Bright Boy? Because he wears bright colors all the time. Not because of a Django reference. anybody's seen that movie. But, yep. Alright, so now you have a fully green Cena. You have all of the Power Ranger Cenas. You've got blue Cena. You've got purple Cena. Orange Cena. Red Cena. Camouflage Cena. And now, green Cena. Pretty soon we're going to have blue Cena with khaki pants in the Elite 23. I'm actually somewhat excited for that because it's not this. And maybe he will come with a WWE title belt as well. But yeah, I'd say so far, this is my most disappointing figure of this wave. Mostly because of the fact that it's his Extreme Rules John Cena, and he's not banged up or beat up or anything. The only difference between this and the Elite 20 is that the Elite 20 comes with cool shit, and this one does not. He just comes with a t-shirt. Why couldn't the Elite 20 come with a t-shirt and they have made a different John Cena or a different character altogether like Wade Barrett? That would have been much better. Or I can't even say this. Or a Miz. I don't know. I do not own a Miz yet, but I would prefer that over this. So sorry, Johnny. Just don't do it for me. Another reason why this one's so disappointing is this one has a lot of defects, and yeah, I'm going to hold it against this one. The me, and you can't see me on his hat, it's missing a lot of paint, and it's kind of scuffed up looking. You do get his little hand symbol right there, and never give up. Well, I'm giving up on your stuff. John Cena does come with a pair of dog tags that look decent, although for some reason they look a little warped to me, or maybe they just used a little too much paint. And in some areas it's weirdly inconsistent, but it's a small accessory, so I'm just not going to hold it against it. Throw that on the ground. So yeah, Cena's only driving point for this figure, other than the BAF piece, is the green t-shirt. Rise above hate. Rise above your stupid t-shirt! It says C Nation right there on his green armband. I always kind of wondered, because it's not tape that he wears across here, they're actual bands. I always wondered why Mattel hasn't, sculpted them. Made little sculpted cloth bands, or made bands like these to put over there, because he does take them off sometime to give to the children. Oh. Sorry, I'm being really mean towards this Cena. Oh god, I just had the coolest idea for a custom. If I were to take this Cena and do like some crazy Superboy Prime custom where I carve in the Superman shield but put a C on here, just to show he's going crazy. He's going crazy because he's Superman and he can't take it and no one likes him. Nobody! Well, I kind of like him, but not this figure. And then he's got basic blue jeans with no details, so you don't even know that these are jeans. Again, he's got that interesting articulation that I pointed out before with the knees on here, very cool. And his feet don't really have any articulation outside of ankle rocks. They don't bend or go up and down or anything. So, yippee-ki-yay, John Cena. So, it's a solid figure. It's just underwhelming. So, I'm scoring him the same as... actually, I'm just going to give him a... I'm going to give him a 7.5. It's just disappointing to me that it being Extreme Rules John Cena, he doesn't come with any weapons, he doesn't come with the chain, nothing. He doesn't come with anything cool. And the fact that, the t-shirt is really the only selling point of the figure that distinguishes it between the Elite 20 is ridiculous. The Elite 20 comes with so much better stuff minus the t-shirt. Because you get a ladder and you get a briefcase. And that's always awesome. So, let's look at Sheamus, which I was told that this Sheamus was better than the one that I reviewed months ago. Which, yippee. Unfortunately, mine has a lot of defects too. Got some red coming in here on his forehead. Looks like he's been busted open, even though we both know that's not true. Kind of looks like his back after Mark Henry gave him a good lashing, which was just strange and awkward and brutal and... yeah. Man's too pale for that. Don't whip him with leather belts. Strangely too, he's also got some red on his teeth, which... that really, he looks like Gomer Sheamus. No, hi mates, I just had to go to do. I don't even know what accent that was. I think it was trying to do a mixture of Southern and Irish. I don't even know what kind of accent that would be. Yippee-ki-yay, fella! Something like that? Who cares? Okay, well, it just looks stupid. So, again, quality control in this wave is somewhat lacking, but that's an easy fix because I can just take some white acrylic paint and paint that in. Again, he's got some chipping going on his wristbands, which are cool. I do like these gold and red wristbands. I like them a little bit better than the Elite 17 Sheamus. So, good on them for that. And it's an interesting color choice too. But, again, more paint defects going up there. It's a shame. Sorry, forgot to touch on this, so I'm just going to go ahead and throw it in there at the last minute. Sheamus's trunks are really cool. I do like, again, the black and gold on red. I think this was a great color scheme, so the person that told me that this was a little bit better, I would agree with you that the color scheme is better. Just the application and the process or whatever they did that happened to make all these defects are not good. So, but I do love this color scheme. It's absolutely awesome. Again, another thing I think I did mention on the last one, just not a fan of the cross in the butt. He's got his little knee pads here with his little snake dude eating itself. And then he's got these cool boots with his Celtic cross on the back in gold and gold trim. Sheamus doesn't have his cross necklace, but he does come with this super badass Bro Kick Hooligan shirt. Probably have to be my favorite t-shirt of Sheamus's. I think this is the first Sheamus figure that comes with a t-shirt anyway. So good on him. Does leave a lot of black fuzzy residue all over him. And I love the spikes too. I mentioned that in the last review. I absolutely love the spikes. This is almost the same figure, just different colors. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to give this Sheamus an 8.2 just because of the amount of defects. So, sorry guys. I know a lot of people really like this figure, but mine's just too messed up to give it a really good score. So, let's say with all these other figures, if you have a figure that doesn't have any defects whatsoever, I'd say then the John Cena is still a 7.5, and Sheamus would probably be a 9. Okay. So here is Sin Cara, aka Mystico. Sin Cara comes with his jacket, which he only wears up to the entrance ramp. Well, he used to, and now he actually jumps into the ring with it. Because he's no longer doing that ridiculous jump with the trampoline. Yeah, honestly, if they just got rid of Sin Cara's Mexican superhero gimmick and just made him a luchador and got rid of his ridiculous lighting, he would be a much better wrestler. He probably wouldn't have botched so much, or, you know, stuff like that. I mean, he still botches. Shit, guy almost basically killed Dolph Ziggler one time, and, you know. So, that's unfortunate that Sin Cara is known as a botcher, but he does have a somewhat cool costume in, you know, the vein of Rey Mysterio and other classic luchadors. The mask is an interesting design. It's unfortunately got a lot of paint defects. There's a lot of white chipping away. A lot of the gold around his ears or horns is kind of chipped away as well. In mine, when I got it, as you can tell, his ears are not perfect because they're supposed to curve up like how this one does. And when I got mine, it was bent like that, so I had to take a rubber band, tie it around his head for about 2 days, and it went almost back to normal. So, hooray. But like I said, I do like the design of it. It is really cool and interesting. I really do love the eyes on here. I think that's what sells me on the figure, is doing all the cool poses and stuff. It's really awesome. Let's see, Sin Cara's got, of course, more paint chips going in the arms and stuff like that, and around here in his elbows and whatnot, but he's got a lot of paint work on him. So I'm not going to diss it too much the way I did on Cena and Sheamus, because those were things that should not have happened, whereas this one I could totally understand mistakes. He's got his long sleeves with these little wrist cuffs and stuff like that, and you can actually see they painted on the laces. That's really cool. And he's got that wicked tribal design, or whatever it is, going around his trunks, gold and white on red. Awesome. And I like the scale of it too. Like if I was going to make a custom of myself, I would probably use a Sin Cara or somebody around his size, just because, you know, I'm a little bit under 6 feet, and I think he is too, or maybe I'd use somebody a little bit taller than him. But it's a good basic figure to do some customizing with, and you can get Sin Cara figures really cheap. And he's just got some plain Jane white boots, which is kind of unusual, seeing as how everything else on him is so intricate. So, despite the defects, the Sin Cara really did wow me. I'm not too big a fan of his character. I don't mind him at the same time. So I give him an 8.5. Yeah, 8.5 for Sin Cara. Last but not least is the perfect figure in the wave. No defects, nothing wrong with this figure. Absolutely love this Christian. This is actually the second Christian I have owned. I was planning on getting the Series 3 Christian. I just wasn't a fan of the head scan. I did want to get it for his cool jumpsuit, but I missed out on it. So, super excited to get this one. This head scan is bomb. Looks absolutely like Christian, and I love it. It's so cool. Love the detail work they put into this hair with a spiked up front and stuff like that. Even into his beard. Totally awesome. He's got his tattoo right there. He's got cool little elbow pads. Take the belt off real quick. And I like this design on Christian too. I think this is a good color scheme with the silver, the purple, and the black. I am kind of glad they didn't go with the attire that he wore when he won the Intercontinental title, because I think the trim was orange. So, really, really do dig this. Cool. Very, very cool. Awesome. And of course, big reason why everybody wants the Christian figure is that he comes with the White Intercontinental Championship. Look at that thing. It is a thing of beauty. Cool little plates. It's classic. It's awesome. Little known story, little known fact, Intercontinental title, this version is my absolute favorite wrestling belt of all time. Whether it's the black strap, the brown strap, the white, the yellow, this plate is just, I don't know what it is about it. It's just the belt I always loved. When I played WWE with my friends, whether we were using, you know, paper belts or whether playing with our action figures and using little belts that we've made, I always wanted to be the Intercontinental Champion, because to me this was the belt to have. I know it, you know, got prostituted around for quite a while, but ever since Cody Rhodes brought it back to this, absolutely love it. So cool. So, thus being Christian is the one you should absolutely get if you're going to get any of these figures. He is a perfect 10 out of 10. Absolutely great likeness to Christian. White Intercontinental title. Love the wrestling attire. Nothing wrong with him at all. If I would have complained or griped about anything, he could have came with a t-shirt, but honestly, the coolness of the figure doesn't matter. Christian's a 10 out of 10. Alright guys, so that is my review of the Toys R Us exclusive Best of Pay-Per-View Build-A-Figure John Laurinaitis set of 4 WWE Elite figures. So, to reiterate, John Cena 7.5, Sheamus is an 8, Sin Cara is an 8.5, John Laurinaitis is an 8, Christian is a 10. Alright guys, this was Chase from BurnoutInc. I'll see you next time.